after seeing what Jon Favreau did with the live action Jungle Book movie, I could have train of thought here. Carly, is there something you want to say?
I just want to say hi.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad you wasted our time with that.
So that's thank you so much.
So,
We're not mean. You come here.
Talking about
go away.
Disney.
Anyway, but yeah, really looking forward to that. Such a nice girl. Not really. Really looking forward
cut
to
all this out. Chris, in the future, cut all of this out.
Hey everybody, how's it going out there in the cyber world or the real world or whatever world that you're watching this in? This is the virtual world indeed.
In the future.
In the future, in another time zone. I'm Christopher Gates.
I'm Peyton Frewell.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of What to Watch. Peyton, today we're talking about some new live action movie treatments that are coming out from Disney.
Some of our beloved Disney cartoons are getting remade, or at least there are plans of them to getting remade. Recently, we learned about Jon Favreau, which, as you all know, just recently directed the live action. I guess it's technically still animated, but since I guess it has one human character, the live action Jungle Book.
Very well done Jungle Book movie.
Very well done. And so he's going to be directing The Lion King. Disney and he are in talks of doing that. So they're going to go into production probably in the next year or so.
Yeah.
I guess they're going to try to figure out some stuff. But we're asking the question with these live action, what should be kept from the original Lion King, and what should they take out for this new live action adaptation?
What should be kept? Everything. What should be taken out?
Everything? Even the music?
I was about to say, what should be taken out? Probably the musical scenes.
Probably the music?
No. In the seriousness, the original Lion King is it's a testament at the time. It was Disney's highest grossing movie to come out. It's a very well done movie. I'm really looking forward to what he's going to do after seeing what he did with the Jungle Book.
Right, yeah. And seeing what he was able to do with something that people loved, like the Jungle Book. We were a little worried about it. We went in there and he had a great story, a story that we all knew, and found a way to tell it in a unique way.
Yes.
And that's why I'm really excited about The Lion King, because Lion King, not only is it a story we all know and love from the original Disney cartoon, but as a lot of people know, or a lot of people might not know, it's an adaptation of Hamlet. It's an adaptation of Hamlet told through the wonderful world of lions.
Yes.
And it's also been retold on Broadway. It was one of the best-selling musicals on Broadway. Won 6 Tonys, I believe, something like that.
It won a lot. Yeah, it did.
And so seeing it remade in live-action movie form with the visionary eyes of Jon Favreau, I'm really excited about it. And while we're talking about live-action Disney movies, we finally got a Mulan live adaptation that just got announced today. Its premiere date is going to be November 18th, 2018. Now, what we're going to talk about is, now Mulan, where I can see why somebody would want to adapt it to live action. It probably lends itself more to live adaptation than maybe a Jungle Book or Lion King, since it actually has humans in it.
It does have humans.
I don't know if that would be my first choice of Disney movies to adapt to live animation, and that also kind of goes with the argument, should you keep the songs and should you kind of make it more
You know what's funny when you mention that about Mulan? And Mulan is also one of the few Disney movies that's animated. It's also based off real, true events, real characters that happened during that time. So they took real events, made an animated movie about it, changed it for Disney, of course. And now you're taking that same Disney movie, which was based off real events, and now making it to a live action movie. So a part of me kind of wonders about how is it going to be like. I seriously doubt it's going to be like a gritty remake. They're not going to do that. But it just makes you wonder, it being real and the events that happened real, what are you going to do with it? Because the one thing that the Jungle Book live action that it did, it offered a different tale how the Jungle Book did, but it still had that fairy tale type storyline to it that kind of kept it, where you was like, it still kept it very Jungle Book-ish. At the same time, it still branched itself off. And I see that happening with The Lion King, but Mulan is going to be very interesting to me as far as how they're going to try to ground that. Yeah,
and I think you have to approach The Lion King and Mulan with different sets of metaphorical hands, not real hands. That would be terrifying. But you go with it, with The Lion King necessarily, you kind of have to go with it like the Jungle Book. go at it with this kind of lighthearted feel. Yes, The Lion King has scary parts. I don't think you make it 100% scary. I say you do about like the Jungle Book. Jungle Book had some scary parts.
Yes.
Shere Khan was insane with Idris Elba. All parts, including Shere Khan, were terrifying. And I think you do that similarly with Scar's role in this movie. Now with Mulan, it's going to be a little trickier, like you said. Mulan has real people in it, and it takes place during a time of war. And I think that's going to be a little harder to do in live action because with cartoon you can kind of cut away, you can make it is cute, it's easy to make cute. I'm trying to think of a different word, but you can make it more lighthearted than it is, and then you also have the songs that make you feel good.
Yeah.
You forget that this is a time of war and feudal time China, and when you get into the live action, you can't necessarily do those cutaways, and I don't think they should use the songs in Lion King or Mulan.
No,
because
I
I
don't
feel
think so.
that was my least favorite thing about the Jungle Book movie is I felt like, especially with Christopher Walken's part where he's singing as a giant orangutan saying, I want to be like you. It just felt forced and out of the way.
It does.
It was there to
I get it
please
for
focus
because
groups.
that's why that's one of the original aspects of the original animated movie that they did that because of that, you know, the bare necessities and all that sort of stuff. But it's really a lot harder when you're trying to go forward with these movies, even with the Lion King. I mean, like you said, that in itself is a dark story, and Mulan is one of the darker Disney animated movies that has come out during this time. So, that's one thing you brought up. Like, how do you do? People got killed in Mulan. In the animated movie, there was some murder.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Mulan herself got injured in one of the battles in the movie, and so that definitely is going to add to, I think, a different place when you're trying to do this.
One thing that's going to be insane, I know, and it was insane in the animated film with Mulan, that avalanche scene.
Yes.
That giant scene of all the horses riding down the hill, and then the avalanche comes after them. That's going to be an epic. If they choose to keep that scene, which I don't know why they would get rid of
Why
it.
would you
it's
not?
Definitely one of the better parts of that, as well as the climax.
Yeah.
But yeah, going back to the music, like I said, it felt forced, and also they got two of the people probably with the worst singing voices with Bill Murray and Christopher Walken to
Bill
sing
Murray
those
can't
songs.
sing?
Bill Murray cannot sing. I'm sorry, and I'm sorry if that insults anybody, and I can't sing, and I know people who can't sing.
Imagine Bill Murray was singing in Ghostbusters.
I'm so glad.
We were lucky. We got Bobby Brown
Who you
in
gonna
Ghostbusters too.
Ray Parker Jr. shows up for a cameo in the sequel.
You stole that song.
I hope he does. Or Jordan Peele as Ray
Please
Parker
let Eddie
Jr.
Murphy be and play the voice of the dragon in the live action Mulan.
Oh my goodness.
Bring back Eddie Murphy, and for Lion King, whenever it comes out, if you don't have James Earl Jones do a Mufasa, you just don't have a movie. If you don't have Jeremy Irons doing Scar, you just don't have a movie.
James Earl Jones is doing fine, but Eddie Murphy needs work.
No,
Did you
he
see
does.
that Mr. Church garbage that he was in?
What?
It was garbage, and so I think he needs something to latch onto, and if it's a Mulan live action, so be it.
No Pluto Dash 2?
No Pluto Nash 2. I don't think you can get anybody to sign off on that, but hopefully.
That movie killed the guy that played Raymond's dad, and Everybody Loves Raymond. Like, it didn't kill him. It didn't kill him right there, but he died a few years later. But that movie really affected him badly.
I like the idea of Pluto Nash Casualties 1, and it's that guy.
I can't even think of the actor's name.
Hopefully this episode didn't cause any casualties. At least
didn't.
I hope it didn't Chris, because he looks like he's about to die. But if you'd like to watch this episode and many more episodes like it, you can go to our website at WRBL.com. You can go to our Facebook page /What to Watch, WRBL What to Watch, sorry. And you can go to WRBL What to Watch on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, like I said. What are you doing?
Well, I was looking at WebMD, and you were talking about, like, I was about to die, and I started coughing, so I just got a little, concerned.
It says you have cancer. It says you have cancer. Oh my.
Can we just roll open now?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry.